up, guys? Today I'm doing a video on my brand new stunt bike build. First off, I want to apologize. I'm doing this beside a busy highway, so if it's loud, I apologize. It's like the only spot to do it because I'm about to stunt here in this parking lot and break it in. So first off, this is basically a fully built stunt bike. Besides, obviously, I'm still missing the gas tank. I'm only missing the gas tank and some rear sets, but we'll get into that. So first off, this is a 2026 Kawasaki Ninja 500 non-ABS model. It's the matte black version. I bought this bike brand new at the dealership for $5,500 out the door. It was like $5,500 and like $25 or something like that. But yeah, $5,500 out the door. I immediately hauled it home. It had 8 miles on it, or 0.8 miles on it when I got it, and that's from, they said they just test rode it around the dealership to make sure it was put together correctly. So I immediately hauled it home and tore it all apart, brand new. Haven't even rode it yet. I didn't even test ride it myself in the parking lot, and tore it all apart and put all these brand new stunt parts. Everything on here is brand new besides my 3 calipers. So the story about that, I bought 2 brand new Brembo calipers on it. I spent a little over $1,000 for the calipers, and they were the wrong size calipers. And I actually had planned on building this bike for a very long time. I just didn't have the money to buy the bike. So I bought all these parts like a year ago, and just bought the bike like last month. So I couldn't return them, so I've got brand new Brembos that I tried to trade. But anyway, yeah. So let's get into the parts. I'll also put all the parts in the description down below and where I got them from. I actually got everything from right here, with the exception of Amazon. And yeah, so just starting at the front, here it is. As you can see, this is such a mean looking bike. It's a Ninja 500, and I just love the front end of this. It looks mean. And there's actually on Amazon some like fairing kit you can put on there to make it look even meaner. And I was debating that, but it's a stunt bike, right? Let's do a quick little walk around on it. This is gonna be one full video too. I'm not gonna make like any cuts, just because I can't edit. So yeah. So like I said, most of these parts were actually built for the Ninja 400. So the Ninja 500, I believe, is the 2024 and up. If I'm not mistaken, it could be like the 2025 and up. So sorry if I'm wrong, but a lot of people say the Ninja 500 and the Ninja 400 are the exact same bikes. And well, yeah, they're kind of right. Like this engine is like a 450 cc, and it like basically looks the same, just different color models. There's actually quite a lot of things different than the Ninja 400, and different from the previous 2025 Ninja 500. So I'll explain that. We'll get into that. Sorry. Starting at the front end, I got a smoked windscreen from Amazon, and I've got some mirror block offs also from Amazon. And then I cut the windscreen in half. As you can tell, I did not do a good job at all, but I did that to give these dirt bike bars a clean flush. You know, I can move and not hit the windscreen, but that also makes it look way better too. But it has a purpose, obviously. The turn signals, I got these from Amazon. I can't remember what they're called. They're like, I don't know. I'll put them in Amazon or in the description though. They actually have, this light is day running lights, but I haven't had that wired up yet. Let me turn and they got the hyper flash, but these lights look really good with this model because they're like smoked, and I got the clear lens, and I love it. And then of course we placed all the brake lines with Hell Performance steel braided brake lines, stock caliper, the cage and the Subcage slash straight bar, my seat, and my rear brake, what is that called? Caliper bracket, my rear brake bracket. All of that stuff came from Darkknight Streets. So this is all for the Ninja 400. Now here's the problem. You know, this 2026 Ninja 500 and the Ninja 500 in general is a new bike, so nobody makes parts for them yet. So that's all for the Ninja 400. And here's the issue. The cage fits perfectly fine on the Ninja 500 2026. But the seat clicks in up here, but it does not go in back here. I had to cut into my frame, my subframe, to make this seat have a flush, to be flush with the bike. And then I zip tied it down just to be extra careful, like to be extra safe on both sides. So it's a very beautiful seat, but it does not fit on this bike. And also, as you can see, the 12 bar kind of is low, and as you see, I don't have it bolted in right there. I actually have it zip tied just for now, just for the video. I'm about to take it off, but just so it sits up there properly. So it only, the passenger pegs right here, it doesn't exactly fit, and as you see, it hits the subframe. So you have to cut into your subframe to make this 12 bar work, because it doesn't line up with where your license plate wheel tail was. So currently nobody makes straight bars for the 2026 Ninja 500, but Impact Tech, I'll put a link in the description, they make rear sets for this bike. So you can get some aftermarket stunt rear or passenger pegs, but no 12 bar. And then the bracket also fits on very well. So let's go back to the front. Let me show you real quick. Sorry, it's very cold. It's like 16 degrees and I'm about to be stunting in this. See, 1.3 miles, brand new bike. And then I was kind of in a rush. It's winter, so I still have a lot of time to do a lot of work. I was going to relocate the ignition under the seat or put it on a panel switch right here, which is still winter. You know, I still got a lot of time. But for now, just so I can go ahead and do some test rides on it, I just got it zip tied to my triple tree. And this is an SS Moto triple tree for, I believe it was for the Ninja 400, which it works just fine on the Ninja 500s. And so yeah, I got the SS Moto tree, or SS Moto triple tree and risers on some fat bars from Amazon. I believe these are Pro Taper. The first set, I ordered the wrong pair. This might not be Pro Taper, so sorry if I'm wrong, but they are fat bars, 7/8. And then I've got BMX grips on here. On both sides. For the clutch lever, I've got a one finger RSC or RCS. Sorry, it's been a while since I've built a stunt bike, but one finger RCS clutch lever. Also, if I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. I'll put everything in the description. And then for the handbrake master, this is actually a front brake lever. I don't know for what bike, but it works just fine as a handbrake. This is a 14 RCS master Brembo. And for the front, we have a 19 RCS Brembo master. I've got, like I said, hella performance steel braided brake lines all around. Let's see, stock clutch lever or stock clutch cable, and then stock engine throttle with the 6-shop reservoirs with the bar mounts. I absolutely love these. You could, SS Moto, they make it like you can put your reservoirs in here, but you know, I got my ignition right there and everything for now, and I already bought these bar mounts, so that's perfect right there. Perfect. And these grips are awesome. I got these on Amazon as well for BMX. I got this seat from Amazon, which I originally planned on getting the white bike. So I bought that seat for the white bike. But this kind of works out. I mean, I think it's perfect. It also comes with a matching rear seat, but, you know, stunt seat. I've got an EK chain. I don't remember how big this chain is, but we got a 51 tooth Pro Series rear sprocket with a stock front sprocket. And you can see that beautiful sprocket, beautiful chain. Moving over here, it's got a little Amazon exhaust. And then the fun part, my Darkknight streak, sorry, I can't talk. My Darkknight streak rear bracket caliper, or rear brake bracket, sorry, I just cannot think. I'm not good at doing videos. This is a 108 millimeter calipers. So this Brembo is, I can't even remember. I'm sorry. But then I don't even know what year these calipers are, but they're off an R6. So these monoblocks are very beautiful. A lot of money. Not a lot. This one's kind of a lot. Brand new brake pads, used calipers, brand new brake pads, and then a big rotor for all these calipers. So these are 4-piston calipers. They're not needed. I don't need 3 calipers. I don't need a bigger sprocket, but you know, it's cool. Why not? I'm going all out for it. And then for the rear, since I deleted the turn signals in the whale tail, I've got this Underglow set up. And they work with the brake lights and the turn signals, but I don't have that wired up yet, but I will. So you can I still have the stock tail light that works, and then I'll eventually have these Underglow that work with the turn signals and the brake lights. I just gotta wire that up, so that'd be cool. But I mean, that is basically it, all in one video. It's kind of a long video, I'm sorry, but